I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Hello, welcome to another episode. This is the It Gets Better I Swear podcast for 5/13/18. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mike with the mic.
Yep.
What's happening? What's happening?
Not much, man. A lot of good things going around. We got some news for you and all. And we just had this weird conversation about Combo Man.
Oh my goodness. I forget initially why I brought him up, but does anybody remember Combo Man? He was this is probably, I want to say comic books have been doing this for years, where they would have advertisements in the middle somewhere. You know, they got to pay the bills.
Like the NFL superhero.
Oh,
back in the day.
I forgot about him.
There was the 3D Man, which had like one 3D comic.
Oh man, but I'm just thinking of like, remember when they used to do Hostess and the Hostess would help the heroes win?
Yeah,
for some
I
reason.
remember those. That's what I thought it was when you said Combo Man.
Captain America.
Yeah.
He would take a bite of a pie and suddenly he would have an idea. He's like, I got it. And then he would just win. So
and the pie would be our American apple pie.
You know, did you ever have that one?
I was not a big cake person, even when I was a kid, so no, I probably had. You know which one I tried? Remember when Ninja Turtles had the
green one? Yeah,
I tried those.
I heard those were nasty. I don't remember it.
It wasn't good at all.
Like the apple pies, those were okay. The cherry pies I hear are really good. But like then again, as an adult now, I think back, that shit wasn't pie.
Yeah.
It was just like candy and then some candy pieces with some fruit, I guess, on the inside. Like it wasn't. And if you got the comic book ones, they usually had the custard.
Yeah.
And that shit just tasted like
ass.
Like nothing. No, it was like, what is this? This could be toxic waste.
It probably was.
Like it was making superheroes and supervillains. I don't know. But like Combo Man was he was the 90s version of all that stuff for Marvel. And it was just an amalgamation of garbage. I think this is before the Amalgam Universe too, right?
Well,
I know that's Marvel and DC. I know.
Around that, no, but it was around that area. I know that came out 98, I think. 97, 98.
I want to say 97. So 96, that means that's a year before. Never mind. Well,
yeah.
Well.
So I just recently, I was looking up, because you just told me to look up Combo Man. Recently, Death Battle had a thing for composite Superman versus Combo Man.
What's composite Superman?
That's the Batman, half Superman with a green face.
How the hell is that? That's like a what if tale or some shit like that? Elseworlds or something?
Yeah, it's a different universe that they're mixed together or some shit. I really don't know much about the character, to be honest with you. But it is a half Batman, half Superman that has a green face.
That's terrible. I mean, I still think Combo Man would win, right? Like because apparently he has everybody's every Marvel comic character's powers in the universe. So he's pretty much unstoppable. Yeah.
And then all you have to do is fuck up like the composite Superman's right side and you win.
Yeah, just punch him in the side of his head and then
punch him in the Batman side.
That's terrible. But like the only reason he really stands out to me is just he looks terrible. Yeah. Like it's the essence of the 90s. It's the 90s era Hulk, Smart Hulk's head, which it stands out because Oh yeah. His hair, because even in the comic book, it's discolored and it's yellow, so it's like Iron Man. It's not even good.
No, it's green. He had green hair. He had black hair with green highlights.
Oh no, I mean his physical head, the part that it's attached to. If you look at it in the book, they miscolored it, so his head's not even green anymore. It's just the hair. He's got a yellow head, and it's just like, this is terrible.
Things
but
they do to make money.
But see, like I think about this. The only reason why it strikes a chord with me is because, like, I think about how companies, the consumers, got so pissed off with this shit.
Yeah.
Or you would just hear people go, "Man, that thing sucks. Nobody cares," and companies would stop doing these types of things. Yeah. And it's just like, I kind of think it's dumb fun. Yeah. Even if it is just a shill to get money. But like, I wouldn't mind if there was like Apple Man. And he had one comic. He would have one comic book. Don't give it a fucking line. I'm just saying, like, just have a dumb crossover and fucking make something, because that's actually pretty stupid.
So
it just stood out to me. Like,
I'm looking at the origin of it, and pretty much he went into a radioactive. Somehow, him and his book bag with a thing of combos and his comic book collection were in a book bag with him, and he went to a radioactive reactor.
Oh, it's dumber than that. Apparently, you know the group AIM.
Yeah.
So apparently they took over his school at night.
Okay, now I'm looking at the comic strip now.
Yeah, they don't. It's dumb. so apparently AIM took over the science lab in his class, and he walked in and they shot him with some, I don't know. It looks fucked up. And the books and him transmogrified, and his combos.
Yeah.
And it all turned him into Combo Man. And, oh my god, he called himself Combo Man.
Yeah. He's like, oh, this is one of the pages. I honestly, this should be the cover. He's like, I can't see. I'm scared. Better have another combo.
And then it cuts him off.
Boom! You threatened the professor. Buckets for brains, you deal with me. And then he said, call me Combo Man. I've been transformed. I feel like I could do almost anything. Like I've got powers, all the powers in the world. What happened to me?
That's an interesting thought process. Because when you look at the fucked up part is too, if you look at it after he says Combo Man in giant letters, it's a thought bubble. So he's thinking that last part. And it's just like, what an odd thought process. I feel like I can do anything. What's happened to me?
Then he fights a character named the Super Adaptor, which kind of took his likeness.
Yeah, it looks like Sabretooth, actually.
Yeah, are you probably looking at the same shit I'm looking at?
Yeah, I'm looking at the same thing.
The Comic Alliance.
Yeah. Shout out to somebody doing it in Comics Alliance. This is from 4 years ago, I think. So,
if you got to pretend to be something you're not, just to fit in, maybe you're trying to fit in with the wrong crowd. I'll tell those guys to count me out.
Oh, because
dude,
he got peer pressure.
Yeah,
he got peer pressure to be there. So, boy. I mean, it's stuff like that they don't do anymore. Where it's like super cheesy. There's a moral at the end. You know, you gotta learn your lesson.
The guy's name was Rick Wilder.
That sounds like a comic book enough name. I'm just saying. But like, you see how dumb this is? This is ridiculous. And this was the thing. Marvel Comics actually printed this. They used real artists and real writers to make Combo Man.
Yeah.
This is on somebody's resume. This is on somebody's like.
I did Combo Man. He probably never got a job in that.
Fucking oh my god.
He got blacklisted after this shit. I just want to see Marvel. I just want to see what work he has done before. So the artist, he's done Marvel Presents Wolverine,
which I heard was pretty good.
He done some Invincible Iron Man.
Okay.
He has done Avenger books. He has done that fucking West Coast Avengers. I forgot the name of Force Works.
Mm-hmm.
So he's known.
Oh yeah. That's why it's that design of Iron Man.
Yeah.
That's the Forceworks Iron Man face.
Yes.
Oh.
So he's done a lot of books. He's very known in that community.
Yeah, I look at the writer, and he's like supposedly like a legend. He had a 10-year run on Captain America. He wrote Squadron Supreme, and he wrote the entire run of Quasar, which I still want to read that.
Yeah.
I'm really interested in that character. But like, oh, damn, what a shame they had. I mean, not really a shame, because it's kind of cool if you find out your favorite artist or favorite writer that had something to do with a stupid thing that you liked.
Yeah, you know it was crazy. Mark Millar.
What did he do?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
But he's like seriously, like he has a long run on that, doesn't he? Or is it just like he did a one-off?
The first 10 issues.
See, that's some putting some work in. That's not a one and done.
But then again, no, it's not a one and done. But it is like for his caliber, what he writes now, to be known doing Sonic the Hedgehog, and he did a lot of popular Sonic the Hedgehog comics.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
Surprisingly, it's a really popular comic as well.
Was it mostly due to his writing? Or was it like it just even whoever took over after, they're still good?
Yeah, it just kept a solid thing because they kind of stirred away from the cartoons and the video games and it made its own story.
That's definitely for the best.
So when you look at this writer's resume, you see Spider-Woman 9 through 20, you see Thor 299 to 302, and then 304 to 307. He's done What If comics. He's done Captain America 307 to 422. So that's a long run.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's what I said. 10 years. That's a lot of stuff.
Squadron Supreme 1985. That's the first version of Squadron Supreme. He's done Quasar 1 to 58 and 60. He did Avengers 319 to 324, which is a short one. It wasn't that long. He done U.S. Agent 1 through 4, which was a mini-series.
I had those.
And then you go to Combo Man.
Combo. The best one shot ever made. Combo Man. It just makes you laugh when you see shit like that, though.
So if you really gonna talk about Marvel at 1996, at that time it was a really bad time. Marvel almost went bankrupt during that time, and this is when they actually sold their movie rights. And they sold a handful of their movie rights. They sold X-Men, Fantastic Four to Fox. They sold Sony Spider-Man. They sold. During this time, they had to make money to make ends meet, kind of shit, and they sold a lot of their properties to other.
So I can see that. I can see them jobbing out to combos for fucking money. Yep. Please, we'll give you a character.
Yeah.
We'll even give you a book.
Yeah. I'm like, who idea was it just to make it look like that, though?
I don't know. I assume it was the editor-in-chief, right?
Did anyone actually think like this character would be like, oh, he's fucking amazing?
This got approval.
Like, he don't even match.
No, it's literally the antithesis of matching, and none of the characters have anything to do with each other.
He's dressed like a Jamaican.
It does. If you look at just the legs that they show, there's a scan of the legs. Yeah. I can see that 100%. He's got the blue tights with the little white patch, the fire knees, silver calves, and gambit shoes.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my god, that's got nothing to do with anything.
It's such an ugly character. I'm like looking at it. It's just ugly ass character.
It's fucking terrible.
Drugs. Drugs are bad for you.
Like,
don't do drugs and make comics.
You make Pepsi Man. Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man was fucking great.
Yeah. That's how you do a shill character.
But even then, Pepsi Man was nothing in America. It was just a Japanese game. No. It was pretty much the origin of fucking Subway Surfers.
It wasn't just like the origin of like all runner games.
Yeah, it was Subway Surfers. It was like the original Subway Surfers.
Okay, yeah, because you just run forward. That's it.
You run forward, you collect things, and you get out the way of things.
Garbage trucks and jump over fences and shit.
I mean, Pepsi.
It is, and all right, but there's one thing I gotta say: the Japanese, at least they know how to go all in.
Yeah.
Because he has a theme song and everything.
Yeah, he was a big commercial.
Pepsi Man.
Yeah. He had a big commercial over there and everything too, so he was popular. He got like 2 sequels as well.
Oh, nice.
I know. I played them all. I remember this clearly. Like I used to get them in bootleg.
Yeah. Okay.
Good old PlayStation 1 bootlegs.
You know, I was actually reminiscing about the Dreamcast bootlegs.
That's what really hurt them too.
I know. Well, me and the guy also came to the consensus: the bootlegs hurt them, yes, but Sony killed them. Because we were thinking about it and we were like, yeah, it's true. When the rumor of PS2 came out, nobody gave a shit about Dreamcast anymore.
You know, what I think what Dreamcast did though is the fact that they just gave up really fast when Sony was.
But they got fucked by Microsoft.
Yeah, and then that was the whole thing also because Microsoft kind of wanted to go their separate way, and they fucked them over as well. So there's a lot of factors into the death of Dreamcast. Which Dreamcast honestly was the better system than PS2 for the first 2 years that was out.
Yeah. Hey guys, you want to play? What was it? Phantasma?
Yeah.
Want to play the fireworks game?
Because PS2 didn't have a lot of good games at all.
It didn't. Remember the bouncer?
Yeah, it was like
that
12.
Was bad.
It took them 2 years to actually start establishing some good games.
I can say it now. The only game I think I can remember from launch PS2 that was any good was Tekken Tag. That's it.
Tekken Tag. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. So
like,
Dreamcast had 2 more years of a successful system if they would have put all their fucking chips into that system, but they did not. They backed up really fast and like, oh, that's it.
Yep. They canceled, and also this conversation spawned from us talking about the Shenmue collection.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, oh yeah, remember there was a European version that was on the Dreamcast, but they dropped it really quick.
Yeah.
Because they shipped it to Xbox, and they gave up on the Dreamcast completely. And I was like, damn, yeah, that's true. Like
Shenmue was a really pricey game too, though.
The European one, yes, it was. It was like $90. I remember going to buy it when it first came out. I was like, damn, I'm gonna buy this shit.
But it was expensive.
And I got discouraged.
It was really expensive to make as well. Like it really hit SEGA in a way because they spent a lot of money on that game.
The first one was a success, and the second one was not.
Yeah.
Like that's what happened. Everybody was like, okay, we'll take a chance on the first one because it was nothing like it.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't go anywhere else for it. But that second one, I guess people were just like, nah, I'm not feeling this. And you know what? Also, Xbox was not popular in Japan at all.
No.
At all. And that killed the game. So.
And what also with Dreamcast, they could have had more life expectancy. Again, if they would have went all out those last 2 years that Sony had shit on their system, they at least could have been more profitable to make another system instead of just giving up and just giving up all in general.
I think so too.
Because they had the fighting games on lock.
Yeah. They
had online. Phantasy Star Online just came out like right when PS2 came out, so that was
the second one came out. I think it was just called version 2. I remember that. That was when they had the paid version of the game.
And then the sports games were so much better on Dreamcast.
You see, now you reminded me of the other factors that came in to kill that, because the sports games were the major like drawing point for people who weren't playing all the fantasy and character driven games.
Yeah.
And then the license thing killed them too.
But at the time, they still had the license. That didn't happen until 2005. Dreamcast was already dead by then.
No, but somebody had taken the license the year after.
ESPN took the license for the Sega games. ESPN started doing their 2K series and so like that, and it was the same visual concept as doing those games.
Because it wasn't. No, go ahead.
2K, I think 3 was the last one Sega produced.
Yeah, I think it was 2K that pulled out. I think. I'm trying to remember. It was like somebody that ended up leaving them flat.
So again, Sega, the last games that Sega was co-produced of the sports games was 2003, and they also made ports for the Xbox and PS2. Then Sega was like, we need to sell our assets, and they sold it. ESPN bought the rights to 2K, the 2K series. So all their sports games, their baseball, their basketball, and their football, and their hockey, those were their 4 sports games. They all became ESPN 2K.
Gotcha.
So they did an ESPN 2K. I think it was 2K4, 2K5. Yeah, 2K4 and 2K5. Those are the 2 that ESPN owned. And 2K5 was the most popular one. That was the one that was $20. And they sold all their that year. They sold all their games for $20, which lineups outselling Madden like 3-1. But it didn't make a difference because it sold for $20 and they didn't make money for the damn game.
See, no, here it goes. That's the thing. It was EA. They fuck with them.
And then EA that year for 2006 bought the right. No, they agreed to rights for NFL to have 100% license of NFL.
Yeah,
So
that's the thing. They EA said they would not be supporting the Dreamcast unless they had exclusive rights to produce sports titles for the console, and that was a big bullet for them.
But
that's what it was.
But their sport games were so much better than
I know.
EA.
I know that.
Even to this day, NBA 2K18, NBA 2K is still a better thing than anything that EA has made in basketball. And it's sad that they can't do football because I know they probably do the same exact shit for football as well because Visual Concept knows it's probably one of the best in sports games.
You're right.
Yeah. But again, like I said, the Dreamcast could have lived longer if they would have put all their chips in the board. But they did not. They gave up. They gave up too fast. They gave up way too fast. And that will hurt it. And then also the bootlegs, it hurt it because it was so easy to bootleg games.
It was super easy.
And it got to a point that you didn't even need a fucking boot disc to do it.
That's another point we were talking about. We were having a conversation. I said, there was. Now I could ask you, do you remember 2 versions? Because I thought at first you needed the spring, like the PlayStation.
No, it was a boot disc, and then
it was a Dreamcast, right? That was I remember one was called Dreamcast. I don't know what the original one was.
It was a boot disc, or it was a boot disc. If it wasn't a boot disc, and after a while, it just that you didn't even need one. You just put the game in and it worked.
Yeah, so I know when I bought mine, which was a year after release, that's when I started seeing Chinatown. Like they were just selling bootlegs, and it was 1-to-1. The only thing was you couldn't play the game online, obviously.
Yeah.
Because it had like ID keys inside the game, so you couldn't buy a bootleg copy of Phantasy Star and then play that version online. Yeah. We tried.
My thing was I bought the games I bought bootleg or the games I knew I was not gonna really play.
I bought a lot of fighting games bootleg.
And I wanted to just try them out. Most of the other ones I bought like brand new, like Marvel's Capcom I bought brand new.
Yeah, I still have MVC2.
Power Stone, I own 1 and 2.
Same thing. I have those physical. Most of my games I have physical, like not bootleg, but I do have the stuff that never came out here. So I have the Japanese Capcom versus SNK that has like Morrigan and Akuma and stuff in it.
Yeah, I have that.
There's like, I don't know why I have Crazy Taxi. There's a Japanese version of Jet Set Radio that is Jet Set Radio, not Jet Grind Radio. Just small little things that we didn't get. I made sure to buy that.
And that was crazy too, because during the year of PS2 launch, you had Crazy Taxi, Jet Set Radio, all those fucking games.
99. A lot of good stuff came out in 99.
Dreamcast was probably to this day probably one of my favorite systems.
Also, that literally was the nail in the coffin. Was that 99 was like, wasn't it like the next year was PS2?
Yeah.
So yeah, like it literally didn't even have that long too.
No.
That's the other thing, because it came out earlier in Japan, like as usual, but like it really didn't get much of a win. Like apparently, okay, here's how bad it was. we remember the advertisement $99.99.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even remember this because I didn't buy a PlayStation 2 right when it came out. I waited maybe 2 years till the second model came out.
Yeah.
In Japan, it came out the March after that.
Yeah.
So that means it was already dead.
Yeah.
It was already dead. And we got it a year, like we got it 3 months, 3 to 4 months. Yeah, March, from September, October, November. Well, it's 5. Yeah, 5 months, and it was dead. Damn, that's terrible. That's terrible. So,
rest in peace, Dreamcast.
Still love you. I still got mine. I still got mine. It still works, thankfully. Like my PS2 died. Go figure. But my that one works. My original Xbox still works. I have the Halo one, which is pretty cool.
Oh, the CP3?
Yeah.
I had that one.
Yeah. That shit is heavy.
Yep. That shit was a fucking VCR.
You know what I equate the Dreamcast to? Like, the closest to seeing something die that quick was like the Wii U.
Yep.
The Wii U had like a year and a half, I think.
But the Wii U still sold so much better than...
It got the chance, it got the chance.
Because it was a gimmick, and people sold that gimmick.
But like, that shit died a solid ass death. It was done.
Yeah, the Wii U was underrated too. They had a lot of good games.
It did. My
biggest thing with them is that they didn't utilize the technology they had. Like, Star Fox should not have played the way it played.
Okay, I didn't own that game.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a pretty bad game. Like, I was like, man, they had so much good shit for this controller. That controller could have been a cockpit.
You're right. The UI and stuff.
Yeah, and they just failed on that, and they didn't even try, and that kind of bothered me.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah, it's a lot of good stuff in that sense. But yeah, the Wii U died really fast because, again, they didn't. I think what they're doing with the Switch now is what should have been done, but the Switch, I think, sells as well as the fact that it is a portable.
Yeah, it's a port. I've seen so many more people with a Switch now.
Yeah.
Like,
I play mine more portable than I play at home.
Month to month, I start to see more and more people playing Switches.
Like, I personally play mine more on the go than I play at home.
And that's a good thing, because at least you know it works for its intended purpose.
Yeah, and I played my NBA, I played my season, it plays just like the Xbox and PS4 one. Like, it's not a lot of difference. The only difference is it may have some hiccups, the fact that it is a lower power system, but everything else plays perfectly well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I love the game. Like, right now I'm playing Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
Oh yeah, that just came out, right? Last week?
Mm-hmm.
Did you get to grab it from the store? I don't know if it was on. Well, actually, this is a general question for any console. Did you get to grab the Dark Souls network test before it went away?
No, I did not.
I was pissed when I found out it was gone on the day it started.
Oh shit.
So I didn't realize that the 8th was the last day. The 8th was like the middle of last week.
Yeah.
And oh no, it's a Tuesday, so it's not too far in. But like, I didn't realize that it was leaving the store, and that by Friday you couldn't actually wait to download it. So now I can't play it. It's kind of sad.
Oh, that sucks.
I actually really want that. I know about the discount for PC owners, but like, listen, I have 2 copies of that game. Can I get a discount, please?
I was considering getting it for the Switch.
So I mean, you got some time to wait.
Yeah.
Because I heard they pushed it back to August, which is what, 3-4 months from now.
Yeah.
4. Just about. But I was hearing some mixed things about that. That it's not the enhanced port, which is to say the unofficial enhanced port, because Dark Souls never got an official cleanup.
Yeah.
Do you know the story of the PC version of the game?
No.
Apparently Dark Souls, when it came out on PC, was trash. It was a burning dumpster fire.
Oh shit.
And what the community had did, because that game is super popular with, like, I guess, people who know how to get shit done.
Yeah.
They fixed the game. They updated the textures, and they gave the game, like, some of the armors didn't have any really special detail to it. They actually went ahead and, like, put scratches and, you know, different marks in the armors and stuff, and changed, you know, colors, and did work to, I think some of the areas still had bad frame rate. And so basically they went and optimized the game.
Yeah.
Basically did an update patch for it that was unofficial. And then after the fact, they Namco Bandai got, because usually a company will shut something like this down.
Yeah.
So they saw how much work went into it, and that it was actually way better than what they did. So they did not shut it down, which is good. Which is rare, because if you talk about anything Streets of Rage, Sega will shut you the fuck down. So fucking sad. But like, so this news is now saying that you are getting the port of the unupdated PC version, which is not good. All right, and we're gonna take a little break right here, just to remind you to follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, also on SoundCloud. What we do is we have this podcast, the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. We also have the Wrestling Babble podcast. That's hosted by Merc with the Mic, who's a frequent guest on my show. And that should be on Merc with the Mic on SoundCloud. We post those on YouTube as well. So you can check the Merc with the Mic podcast out on his YouTube channel, which is also Merc with the Mic. And also you can catch the It Gets Better I Swear podcast, as well as the various other playthroughs on the RedCycloneInc YouTube channel. Thank you.
So I'll second guess that then.
So it's leaving people up in the air, like see it, to say, is it? I don't know. What's it gonna be? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Have they done any work to it besides trying to make it 4K like everybody else? Yeah. Because it's not a remake. This is an HD version. It's not a remake, which is like, do you even want to play a HD of this game, because it has archaic controls? Yeah. In part because there was no directional roll. And what that means is, you know how on an analog stick you can press any direction. Yeah. But what Dark Souls 1 had a thing, if you locked on, you cannot roll in any direction. Oh shit. You can roll forward, backwards, and to the diagonals, but like, you know how there's nuance to rolling. Yeah. It was super rigid in which way you could actually roll. So sometimes you'd be like, oh, I'm getting out the way, and the game says no, take this other direction that's close by, and you would just get hit. And so there's a whole thing with that. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that was a little bit touched upon as the series kept going forward. So I don't know. This might be a bad impression. You're probably gonna see a lot of videos coming up with big ass thumbnails saying, "Is Dark Souls bad?" Because it's a game of its time. Yeah. So I think I would have rather them do an HD, remake. Yeah. Use the Dark Souls 3 engine, because I don't know. Yeah. So I'll still play it. I'll still play it, because even the busted ass console ones with the shitty ass frame rate was still fun. So I'll still play it. Yeah. So it's coming out on the Switch in August, I guess. Then. Yeah. The news I got was, because we do our monthly Power Ranger cast, and you're fans of Power Rangers still. Yes. To this day. Sadly, we're doing Mystic Force, which is really a hard one to watch. But Hasbro, big toy company Hasbro, has bought everything that is Power Rangers. Along with anything and everything toy. So before the big Toy Con, and I think it was March or February, they bought the rights. They took the rights from Namco for the toy rights. So they were going to be doing the toys from now on. Okay. This last week, they were like, you know what? We want the whole thing. Oh, I remember now. Yeah, they did buy it. Okay. That's a lot. They bought the whole thing. So the toy rights, the TV rights, the film rights, the game rights, everything they have, they own.
I think they have really good relationships with different companies to actually probably put out a really good game. Probably put out more of the phone games. I personally play the Power Ranger Legends on the phone, and I love it.
Okay.
So there's a lot of potential for what Power Rangers is. There's a chance that we may get a sequel, or
good.
or just a straight out brand new movie. Depends on what they want to do with it. We got Beast Morphers coming in next year. That's going to be the first Hasbro production of Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be that's going to be an interesting take on what they do and how they present the show. Is it going to be the same rinse and repeat style, or are they actually going to give us more story or more development in those sort of series? Because lately the new Power Rangers series, once Saban took it back, it's just really been a rinse and repeat of everything. Like everything rinses and repeat. It's the same exact shit in each season.
Mm-hmm.
They start off regular Rangers, then they go to season 2, and now they have Super Rangers, and they have these other powers, and they all have the same rinse and repeat style, and that's the reason why like the new Saban ones. I was talking about it in the cast, and I even told you about it, that I actually surprisingly there's more seasons of the Disney Power Rangers that I like more than the Saban Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. I can see that. I could really see that.
Yeah, like I like SPD. SPD is probably one of my favorite ones. Ninja Storm, I have a new respect for. Like I actually was really surprised how much I like that season. Dino Thunder was a classic one. RPM, if you go by story wise, is the first one that the villains actually win, and they're just trying to get their home back.
Do they ever give the directors for each season any credit? Like, where can you find those?
They do, but it's not like their name is tied to it. It's usually executive producer, Hanno Saban, whatever the fuck name is.
Haim Saban,
yeah. It's usually that. It's not really. They don't really get credit a lot of things, but
because that's the thing that should be celebrated, because there's definitely some direction that's going on behind certain seasons where you can feel that it's like a very connected. Like SPD is ridiculous, dude. Yeah. Like if you took Power Rangers SPD, stripped it out of the continue universe and made it its own show and said, here's a sitcom about some teen, however, like 20 somethings. Yeah. Early, late teens being little cadets or whatnot, and this is their story of blah blah blah. You could sell that as anything.
Yeah, you can.
Like if you sell it in the teen demographic, like you can put that as anything. Like it's so well written.
So I'm hoping on Hasbro's side, as in they will put better production and more of a value of the story into it.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the thing about, again, like I was saying with the new Saban, they're very rinse and repeat. They all feel the same.
Gotcha.
You watch one, you watch them all. They all fucking go through the same style. But if they put more story into it, more of the character development, and actually see what the comics are doing, what Boom Studios is doing with Power Rangers, then try to adapt that to the show somehow.
Okay.
Make it more mature, but not mature enough where a kid can't read the book.
I got you. Okay.
Like you don't have to go that dark and like that adult. You just gotta go to an even factor of having more of a potential story that a kid could relate to, or something someone could relate to, and just having it both for both people to see. Instead of just having, you gotta do good, we gotta do this, we gotta do that, let's recycle that. And making a gimmick and stuff. And that's the problem that with the current Power Rangers is that, again, all the characters are very generic. There's no really personalities that really stand out, like freaking in the original Power Rangers. Tommy stood out, Jason stood out. You don't have those Rangers that are that memorable in the new series.
Okay, I understand.
Like if you go to any like countdown, the top 10 Rangers, all the current ones are not in those top 10. The top 10s are full of the ones that actually were developed and are memorable characters.
But that makes a lot of sense because you grow an attachment.
Yeah.
A fleshed out character,
Yeah. And that's the thing, is that I really hope Hasbro has a lot of opportunity with this. They could do a lot of things. They do have IDW to do most of their licensed comic books, but I think they do have a good relationship with Boom Comics as well. So I think Power Rangers is safe in Boom Studios. They do have a great toy line. There's a lot of potential, a lot of things they can do with that toy line, especially with how they do the Marvel Legends and how they do the Star Wars movies. They're very fan oriented as well. That they'll have votes for who you want to see in the next series. Vote for your characters now, and so like that. They're very fan driven in that sense. Is that you're going to make the characters that you want to see.
Okay.
And they've been very compliant with that too. Like they are doing characters that everyone wants to see. Like the last series of the Marvel Universe, Marvel Legends, they got the original Taskmaster that a lot of people was asking for.
Oh, nice.
So things like that. We got the Udon Taskmaster through the series.
Oh, you get both?
Yeah.
Is that one considered rare, or is it actually just a part of it?
It's a different series. They made two of them. They made two different versions.
But it's not a rare figure, right?
Nowadays, no.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Find it. Yeah, they made the Udon suit with the navy blue helmet and the different mask.
Yeah. The one that kind of reminds me of Casey Jones.
Yep.
Like a futuristic Casey Jones.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
that one's dope.
Hasbro has a good connection with the fans in that sense. So, especially even with the Transformers, they'll have you vote for the next Transformer you want to see rechanged and things like that. They do a lot of things like that. So that's a good sign, especially for Power Ranger community. They do have the toy industry on lock. They do have a really good website to buy their stuff, and they're not expensive at all at their website.
Okay, cool.
So there's a lot of things Hasbro could do, especially with the toy line wise. Entertainment wise, it's up in the air. We got to see how Beast Morphers turns out, because that will be their first production.
Is that a legacy show? I say that by meaning, excuse me. I say that when I say that, is that still from the original Beast Wars to Beast Machines to type of
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is Beast Morphers.
No, but I mean, like, is it the line of like, because they all in the same wheelhouse now?
Yeah, but it's not. I don't think they're gonna connect Transformers or anything to the show. Just anything.
Okay, cool.
It's gonna be its own thing. I think you may see that more in the comic books. They'll that, but I don't see them doing that in the show, especially if they have to. But I can see them maybe doing an animation or cartoon.
That's what I was thinking, like some type of CG thing or something. Because I know because the only reason I say that is because, like, when you say Beast Morphers, I remember they own Transformers, and that's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit.
So we'll see what happens with that. That one's based on the Go Buster series, which I was a little disappointed that it got skipped.
Those are the ones. What are they? They're like some type of. Are they police or something?
No, they're secret agents. They had
secret
like spy,
agents. Yes, spy.
They had like spy gear and shit like that. So this one was before the Dino Charge. They skipped.
Okay, you told me that.
Yeah, they skipped this one to go to Dino Charge. So there's a lot of interesting things that they could do. Hasbro, I'm hoping they do a good job. And we ain't gotta wait till 2019 to actually see what they really do. Their first launch of figures come out in the beginning of 2019.
Okay, cool.
But now they own the whole shenanigan. They own.
But does that mean they're gonna change who makes the physical? They're not gonna change from the factories or anything, like, because as far as I remember, the most current Ranger figures, they're actually very, very good, right?
Yeah, and now Hasbro is doing them.
But is that a good thing? For the physical figures.
Namco Bandai did the legacy figures first, and then they bought the rights. So 2019 is all going to be Hasbro doing it. Not Namco Bandai. But then again, if you look at the Marvel Legacy Legend figures or the Star Wars figures, they're so much better than what they were.
And they used to be. Yes. Okay.
And they have a niche on how to get good toys. So they own that industry. I think they probably the biggest heads in that industry right now.
Right, because I even look at the WWE figures, and some of them are really good.
Yeah, and they are doing those as well. So
yes.
So because remember, it used to be Jakks Pacific,
mm-hmm.
and now it's Hasbro as well. So There's a lot of good things that could come out of it. There's a lot of things that could be questionable, but we got to see and got to wait till 2019 to see actually what they're going to do with it. But I'm really hoping for a movie sequel. I'm really hoping for a good, different style of Power Rangers that we're not used to. I want to see a new story and not just the same, again, like the same fucking pattern. I really want something new.
This is turning into uncharted territory with all these properties under one roof.
Yeah,
that get along with each other.
Yeah.
This right here is basically the toy version of Ready Player One. You know what I mean? Like, if you could somehow get all these all the companies that are under the umbrella of Hasbro now to cooperate and like maybe do a toy line or something, you could have like Power Rangers, Transformers, G.I. Joe all in one set.
My first thought was, yo, they could do a comic book Transformer Power Ranger team up.
Yes. Or maybe they can make good on Turtles Power Rangers.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Turtles is Playmates, and that's the thing.
They're still not. Oh, they're still not owned by. Okay. No, they're Mattel.
No, they're Playmates.
Playmates is its own thing. You're right.
It's always been
I forgot. We went through that. We actually did go through that. Okay.
They've always been Playmates.
Right.
So yeah, but the Turtles also are part of Nickelodeon, and also they renewed the contract for Nickelodeon and Power Rangers. So
cool. Does Nick has their own toy line?
Not really.
No, they're like a Hasbro, right? They they let you do what you do under them.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to find out 2019 what we're gonna get. Beast Morphers could be a really good show, or could be the same old shit. So I'm just hoping that they do something different with it, because again, I'm watching. Me and Tenacious T, we've been watching every single season. Right now, we have Mystic Force, which has been a hard season to get to because it's not good. The Rangers are not like these. This is the time when Rangers, you don't like none of the Rangers. You could really care less about the characters. And the only thing that's cool in this is their Sixth Ranger versus Knight. He looks pretty cool. Other than that, it's not that great of a story. But you go from SPD and I got this dude. Like, I was telling him about the Shadow Ranger. Like, the Shadow Ranger is badass. When you're watching, you're gonna like the Shadow Ranger. And then after the season, he was like, "Holy shit, that Ranger was fucking dope."
I love Doggy Kruger. You kidding me? This Shadow Ranger.
Yeah, and
he had the ears though. He had the ears.
Yeah, and he just fought amazingly.
Yes, he was a complete badass.
Sick with the sword.
Yep.
So whoever played him, and he was brolic too. He wasn't like a regular Ranger. He had to fuck up. He was.
This is true, but he was a huge. What is it? What do they call him? What's like a
Nimbus?
But he's like a big thing compared to humans on the show. So it makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense.
So again, here's Hasbro. Hope you guys do good with it, and we'll see it in 2019.
Yes, we will.
We probably see some of the like the things coming out, and maybe San Diego Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con.
Oh yeah, because that's typically you get to see like the display cases with the not finished ones in there sometimes.
Or Toy Fair, I think, in August.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Okay.
So it'll be interesting what we see. Yeah, that's all I got for the Power Rangers. I've been playing God of War on my YouTube channel. Definitely check it out. I'm loving the game. It's a very beautiful game. Definitely everyone should play it.
Play it, boy.
Yeah.
Even if you're a girl. Even if you're a girl, play it, boy. Boy.
Yo, check out. Someone put out a video. They got the guy that voices Kratos to do dad jokes as Kratos.
Oh, nice.
It's hilarious. Check it out. If I can find the link, I'll put it up so you can put it on the link.
Cool.
It's good. Kratos dad jokes.
Just oh my god. Two things we need before this year closes out is Triple H to embrace the meme and realize that he needs to embody this character at least for Halloween or something.
Yeah.
He has to do it. It's too perfect not to. And the number two thing is I want a Kratos off between the original guy and the new guy because I like them both. Like, I want to hear the original angry Kratos just start saying some lines from the original, and I want to hear the new one just screaming boy.
Boy.
Oh god. Like, that would be amazing if new God of War met old God of War.
Yeah, and just have a conversation.
Just
about
have a
daddy issues.
Just be fucking angry together.
I sent the link to you.
Okay, cool.
It's Dad Jokes with Kratos. That's what it's called.
Ah, got you.
Yeah, so he did a lot of dad jokes with a lot of the things that are in the world of God of War. So it was actually quite funny.
Nice.
Yeah. So definitely check it out. Again, I'm playing it on YouTube and Twitch. Check out follow me on Twitch. Give me some follows. We're trying to get the Twitch going. So I've been trying to do it almost every day, just to be on for an hour or two every day.
Okay.
So
cool.
just to get my
I
status.
gotta try to remember to tune in.
Yes. So just follow me. Give me a like. If you have Amazon Prime shit, give me the free one if you like. If you love me that much.
Yeah, hook brother up.
But just in general, I'm just trying to make it something to go with. So anyway, yeah, I'm doing God of War. I saw you still doing Metal Gear, and I saw the Ryu video today.
Yeah, I put up. Oh yeah, I forgot to bring that up. Monster Hunter still doing events, still doing weekly events. Last week was Sakura. This week is Ryu from Street Fighter V specifically. It's the high rank version of his armor. So I want to say maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
They gave maybe 2 months ago. There was a low rank version where you fought a giant Barroth in the arena.
Yeah.
And so this time around, you get to fight the new flagship monster, Nergigante.
Yeah.
It's a giant thing with the spikes all over it. And you use Ryu's outfit in the arena, and basically it's just him. It's just the character model from Street Fighter V in the game. Giant feet, giant hands, angry look. But the cool thing about the quest is they play his a remix of his music. I think it's from 5. I'm not sure, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, it was from 5. I listened to it today. I saw it today.
Okay, so
big ass.
I mean, when you fight monsters though, he got the monster kicking feet.
I know, he had them like cement calluses feet.
Kicking cinder blocks with them toes, dog. Like,
no, he walks everywhere barefoot. Them shits are fucking callous like hell.
Vega tried to chop him, bent his blade.
I know, it's just
it just popped off. But, yo, I'm just saying there's an opportunity there because Monster Hunter's been good about the emotes that do weird stuff. There's no hurricane kick. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They have a Hadouken. Where's the hurricane kick at? Even Dante gets a showtime. He spins the guns and actually bullets come out.
Okay.
But like, where's that hurricane kick at? If they make a hurricane kick, I will buy it. I haven't bought the Hadouken because I think it's too expensive. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. But anyway, if you give me the character lifting off the floor and spinning, I will buy it. That's my kind of dumb. The other thing is I saw a movie that I want to talk about really quickly before we close it out. Apparently it debuted recently on Netflix. It's called Manhunt, and it's by John Woo.
Yeah, I just added that to my list.
Yeah, and that's a thing. That's a weird thing because I've never heard of it. Apparently it's from 2017, but I am assuming it was only in China.
Yeah,
or was it Asia only?
It was a Hong Kong release.
Okay, so it's not late. It's just obviously they have a year to do whatever they have to do before they bring it over. So, boy, am I glad they did because I haven't seen a John Woo movie in a long time, like a traditional John Woo movie.
Yeah,
like Hard Boiled, that type of old school Chow Yun Fat movie. Like, I forgot how good John Woo is. I'm not even gonna lie. Like at that type of movie where it's a cop drama, fantastical chase scenes, ridiculous fight scenes, the gun battles. I forgot that was a John Woo thing. Like he was the master of the multi-man gun battle.
Yeah.
Like the how they who was it that they credit with the Mexican standoff? Is it Robert Rodriguez?
Yeah.
They credit him with like the being the father of the Mexican standoff, where he's the John Woo is the king of the two-handed guns.
Yeah.
That doesn't really happen in this movie.
Oh wow.
You don't get there's a character that you have a moment where she's on a table and there's a badass female assassin that's not the standard. She's like the Nia Jax of female assassins. She's not like exactly her size, but she's not a traditionally attractive woman. You know what I mean? Like She wouldn't be on a cover of Glamour magazine, and she does her fucking thing. Like, she is kind of the star of the movie. She looks like a young damn, what's the comedian's name? She's really famous, the Asian lady comedian.
Margaret Cho?
Yeah, like when she was in the 90s, when she had short hair, before she had all the tattoos and stuff.
Yeah.
The girl is like a little bit darker than her, but like, yo, she's a badass. Her and her friend, a Japanese, like there's a Chinese-Japanese element to it, where there's like a whole thing where some of the characters are Japanese, some of them are Chinese. There's a main female lead who her mother was Japanese, so she's half. Like, that's a big element to this movie.
Yeah.
And apparently it's a remake of a 1976 Japanese movie, so I guess that's the lineage. But it's just crazy, dude. Like, there's the plot is this lawyer gets framed for the murder of a woman who her husband made a what do you call it? Like it's not a painkiller. It's like what they give you, an anesthetic. They give you in a hospital, and apparently some corporation is taking that anesthetic and making it into a drug for the military. So you know how it is where you can't feel pain and it gives you an adrenaline rush. That's what they want to use it for. And like, it's basically like almost like a supervillain, where the drug, it gives you superhuman strength and durability and all types of, it's nuts. And it has the trademark John Woo scene with the doves flying. And instead of being just a background element, the doves save the main character at one point because they fly in between in the gun battle. It shouldn't be so good, but it is. It's like a breath of fresh air. Like, so many dumb action movies take themselves too seriously. This movie doesn't.
Yeah.
And the main, like, it's not an antagonist, but like, he's the flip side of the coin to the main character, which is the cop chasing him.
Yeah.
He's like this super eccentric. He's like Shinsuke Nakamura as a cop. I shit you not. There's a few scenes where the way he talks, the way he stands, he's like Shinsuke. So it's crazy to watch this movie.
I'll definitely check it out. I have it on my list. I saw it the other day, and I just haven't got to watch it yet.
But I'm telling you, the main thing that you will like is the Japanese cop. Once you see that he will remind you of Shinsuke.
Cool.
So watch this movie. Watch Manhunt on Netflix. It's a really, really good dumb action movie. Like, if you forgot what kind of movies John Woo made, they were dumb action movies where it was like, suspend your disbelief here for a second that a man can hold guns.
Did he do
like
he did Hard Target?
He did Hard Target, Hard Boiled. He did
Mission Impossible 2.
Mission Impossible 2. My favorite one was the one with Chow Yun-fat and Mia Sorvino. I forget the name of that movie now because it's been so long since I've seen it.
Shit, because I might have it confused with the one with Mark Wahlberg.
No, not that movie.
It's
damn it.
A Replacement Killer?
Replacement Killers, yes. The Replacement Killer. I love that movie. Love that movie. It's super 90s. Super 90s. But like, this movie is awesome. Please watch Manhunt. You will not regret it if you like that type of genre.
Yes, I'm definitely gonna check it out. Last but not least, a lot of TV shows got canceled.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
I know this dude, one of our guys that been on our cast, Flying Grayson, he watched Lucifer, and they got canceled.
I never actually got to see it.
Lucifer got canceled. Brooklyn Nine-Nine got canceled, but it got picked up by NBC.
That was a big deal. I saw that. People were mad, upset.
Rise got canceled, which my girl Jackie been really enjoying, and it got canceled. But there's a chance that Hulu may pick it up. What was it? A lot of the Channel 5 shows actually got canceled. So, Man versus The Last Man on Earth. A lot of their sitcom comedies got canceled. I think the only ones that stood was Orville. And,
okay.
And the basic cartoon ones, Family Guy, Bob's Burgers, Simpsons.
All right.
But the rest of their stand-ups got pretty much canceled.
Simpsons still going strong. Look at that.
Yeah. It's fucking 29 years.
And what's Family Guy up to? Since it came back.
I think it's up there now too. It's in its teens.
Okay, cool.
And
I
then
mean,
Bob's Burger is almost at 6 or 7.
Oh wow, nice. See, that's a cartoon. I have to admit, I've never seen an episode of that.
Watch Bob's Burgers. It's great. Bob's Burgers
right.
is a really funny cartoon. It has very, very simple humor, which is just it'll get you good. It gives you a good laugh for each episode. It gives you a good laugh.
Okay.
But Brooklyn Nine-Nine got picked up by NBC, so I wonder if they see the same production. But I know Lorne Michaels was one of the executive producers of it, so NBC made a lot of sense for them.
Yeah, I mean, welcome back home, Andy Samberg.
Exactly, a lot of the cast are from SNL and shit too. They did work with SNL and whatnot. So
I'm kind of upset. Only I know it's not a part of this, but you know what I miss already?
What?
I miss Angie Tribeca. I know you wasn't the biggest fan, but like, I miss that really stupid show.
It got canceled?
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was supposed to even be that long.
Oh, okay.
I think it was only like supposed to be 2 seasons. I think it got popular and got a 3rd one. I think that was it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was it. I wasn't feeling it. Julio told me about it. He's like, "Oh, you should watch it. You find it laugh." I watched it. I watched 3 episodes and I stopped watching.
Man, did you see any of the stuff with the dog?
Yeah, I just didn't.
Some of the stuff with the dog was really dumb. Like when they used the puppet, that was the best part. It was like, okay, this show's not even trying to be serious. So anyway, pour one out, but then sip it back up for Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you were a fan of that show? Did you watch it a lot?
Yeah, I started it. I just never got to really finish it.
Okay. All right.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. got renewed. Flash, Arrow.
That was another one people were talking about. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah.
Legends of Tomorrow. They all got renewed.
Have you been keeping up with Legends of Tomorrow?
It got alright. I watched it more when Constantine joined the show, and now he's actually a regular. So you may like the last couple episodes. Supergirl been surprisingly really good. Flash is a hit and miss. Arrow been constantly good, and Black Lightning is alright. It started off good, but it kind of went down a little bit. But it was entertaining enough though.
Gotcha. Also, shout out to Stephen Amell for making the All In announcement because the Bullet Club was too busy fighting.
Right now is actually there's a press conference right now going on for All In.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Jericho one already happened. The Jericho Naito thing.
That was June 9th.
No, not the match. The press conference was this past week that happened when he beat him up.
Yeah.
He showed up. And he didn't beat him up. I'm mixing the two events. He showed up and was talking shit on the way to the car.
Yeah.
Did you see that clip?
Yeah, I did see it.
That was actually pretty funny.
And then I also saw again their match is going to be at June 9th.
Okay, cool.
That's all I got.
All right, cool. So we can wrap it up.
All right.
Thank you for listening to the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Again, make sure you follow us on YouTube at RedCycloneInc. Also, Merc with the Mic on YouTube. We're both on SoundCloud, so that's RedCycloneInc and Merc with the Mic on those as well. Pretty much all social media. We are Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, WordPress. We have that as well, and that's RedCycloneInc. Merc is all of those except WordPress. Get you a blog, homie.
Yeah. And Facebook, our RedCycloneInc page, and also the Wrestling Babble, which are
there you go.
Definitely check out my Twitch account. Been doing God of War. That's gonna be pretty much what I'm.
Is that also Merc with the Mic?
Yep.
All right, so there you go. All one thing.
Yes. God of War is probably be my playthrough through May and probably the beginning of June. So I pretty much finished the game. I'm just gonna play while I'm playing on Twitch, so you see everything live. It's a really beautiful game, so definitely check it out. And that's all I got.
Make sure you follow. Listen, don't just watch. Follow. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. Throw him some. What's the currency on Twitch now? Remember they changed it.
The bits.
Throw him some bits, dog.
Yes.
Throw him a few bits.
Yes. I'll take a couple bits.
But other than that, that's gonna be it for this week. Yes. Thank you for listening.
Next week we should do a verdict of Deadpool 1.
I hope. Yeah, I'm gonna try my best to see that
Yes.
again because it's been a little bit. It's been a little bit.
Yeah, it's on FX now. They've been showing a lot on FX.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you do have cable, they might have it on demand.
Okay.
But yeah, we should do rekindle of a verdict of Deadpool because we haven't really did a full Deadpool episode.
I mean, yeah. Listen, since the MCU is open game now. I mean, anything that's not just MCU is open game. We can do whatever the hell we want.
And part 2 comes out next week, so we have a discussion.
Yes. There you go.
All right.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Latest.